Hello, hello, can you hear me? Hi, Samara. Hi, Lenny. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Nicole. Hey, Holly. Hi, Barb. Hi, Roxy. Please let me know if you can hear me well. Okay, great. So thank you so much for being here. We're almost done with the 7 in 7 event. We're having our last class tomorrow with Daniel. So please be sure to join us tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. And today I'm really excited because we're going to be doing something, 2 Christmas cards. I'll be making some stenciling and die cutting. It's going to be very easy cards. We'll also we'll be using paper glitz, just a little bit of paper glitz to add some touch of shyness. And what else? And yeah, I also will be using the gnome dies. They were released probably 2 months ago, I guess, in July. Yeah, back in July. And we'll be using the Chili the gnome die for this class. This is such a beauty and such a cutie gnome. There's a lot of little things that you can put together. Like here's a little scarf, and these are some antlers. I'm not sure how is it called. Those are like the deer's. Is it called anterns or lanterns? I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly the name. But we're gonna be doing some very easy putting together die cuts. Antlers, yes. Thank you, Nicole. That's the name. Okay, so, well, let's start. First, I'm gonna explain you. I'll be die cutting the Merry Christmas word topper die out of paper glitz. And this is the one that I'll be using on this card. And it's Snow Drifts. So beautiful. But I already have it die cutted because we don't have time to wait for it to dry. So you already know the process that I usually do. Just taking a piece of paper and spreading the paper glitz or the paper glaze or the wax. And then we do that die cutting, and it's very simple. Okay, so let's start. And we'll be using for our first card the Hand Cat Snowflake 6x6 stencil. This stencil already has some pixie spray, and it's still sticky. Actually, for this card, I don't really need my stencil to be very, very sticky. So it's okay. For this you can also use washi tape. It will work. Okay, so let's add here the stencil. So we have, as I said, I'm gonna be doing an ink blending here, so we don't have much trouble about the stickiness on the stencil because it's gonna work, even though if you use adhesive or washi tape to keep it in place. So I'll be using my life-changing blender brush, and I will be using, oh, sorry. I'm going one step, this is one step ahead. Now first I need to I'm gonna be doing some, I'm just gonna be inking here. Just a very easy ink blending. I hope my camera doesn't shake too much. I'm really sorry if it does. And I'm going to be doing like a little bit ombre ink blending. And actually, I'm not gonna blend any color here because I'm just gonna be doing one ink. Okay, so let's add a little bit more at one side of the cardstock, and let's go over the other side. As you can see, you don't even need to add more ink, but I need just a tiny piece of paper to help me hold my cardstock, which, by the way, it's Nina 80 pounds. And let's do one more time. So we start, the part that you see that has the darkest color is gonna be the top of my background. So I want the top of the panel to be a little bit more darker, and the top it's gonna be lighter. Okay, so I think that's all I'm gonna do here. Now let's put the stencil back. Now we're gonna be using the stencil, so okay, let's place it on top, and let's adhere it to the background so it doesn't move. Hi, Rosalie. Okay, so as you can see right now, it's not that sticky because this is probably my 6th or 7th time using it. So just in case, because I always say better safe than sorry, I'm gonna add just a little bit of washi tape here, just to make sure it doesn't move that much. So now let's use the same ink that I was using, and if you want to see which one I'm using, in this case is Aqualicious from Altenio ink. Okay, so let's, and now we're going through the stencil, pushing a little bit more so we get a darker blue, or yeah, because that's, well, the Aqualicious is not actually a blue, it's, I guess, kind of teal with light blue, I guess. I'm not so sure, but you know what I mean. So in this case, I'm pushing a little bit more at the top, making more pressure, and going to the bottom. Oh, this is taking also. Okay, and here at the bottom, I'm just going slightly because I still want to create like a ombre look with a stencil design. Yeah, this is stencil. Oh, thank you, Denise. Yes, I did have a wonderful birthday. Actually, my sister, my 2 younger sisters, and my niece, plus me, our birthdays are in September, so we got the chance to celebrate yesterday. So all my mom's daughters are from September, so yeah, we celebrated yesterday all together. Okay, so let's go back to this and let's do one more time. Let's go through one more time through this stencil, and that's enough. And that's it. That's all we're doing on the background. So it's super easy, right? Okay, let's take our stencil out. And yeah, and this is how it looks. A very easy background. That's gonna be the perfect panel for our gnome. Okay, so now let's take this piece of paper away. And I already, as I told you it was not yesterday, it was on my previous class. I don't do the die cutting because everything shakes and shakes and shakes. So this is the one that I'm gonna be using, this color. It's green with this aqua blue. So I have die cut some pieces. I have my bird here, but I'm gonna show you how I color the bird. This one. I'm gonna be using another brush, and I'm gonna ink up my brush just a little bit. I'm gonna hold down my die cut, and I'll go just around the edges. Just around the edges. And this is just to give the die cut a little bit more of dimension and make it more interesting. But that's all I'm doing. So this is like a warm gray. It's actually evening gray. But if I want to compare it to the Copic markers, this is probably like the warm gray colors. So we're gonna do now. This is how I did the nose. You see here we have this small, it's not exactly a circle, but it's an oval. So this is the nose. And how I did the nose, I'm gonna show you right now. It's very easy. Here I have my die cuts of the little nose. And I'm gonna be using some Copic colors. And these are the ones that I'm gonna be using. So I'm going to start with E02, and this is how I do it. It's really simple, really simple. Let's do both of them at the same time. Oh, don't go. Okay, so let's do one more time. I'm just going in one side of the nose. Then I'll go with the E01. And I'll blend a little bit. The same here. I blend a little bit more with the E02. And now my lightest, E000. And I'm not gonna color the entire nose, just part of it. This is gonna be like the shadow of the nose, but it looks so beautiful when you put it on the gnomes. Okay, so I have here my nose. I have here and all the pieces that I'm gonna be using now, and I also want to show you that I have, look at this, they are so cute, so cute. So let's put it in here in case we think we can use it. All right, so let's put all our die cuts away just for a while, because now I want to show you what I did with the Merry Christmas word topper. This was a very, I just applied the snowdrift paper glitz on a piece of cardstock and let it dry, and then I die cut it. This is how it looks now. So we'll be adding this first here. And why I'm adding this first? Because, oh, one more thing. Okay, there are so many steps here. I don't want to miss any. So this is from one of our slim die cut system that we have. This is the first one that we got, and at the same set we have these two dies. This rectangular, sorry, this yes, this is from the first one, yeah. So what I did, I just die cut both of them, but in this case I'm gonna be putting one on top of the other, and I'm going to create like, it's more interesting for me than just die cutting a square or a rectangle. You could even have like a circle and do the same shape, and you could also add some color here on this piece of cardstock. So when you put it in when you put the mountains on top, it's gonna look like there's some dimension. But in this case, I want the gnome to be the focus of this panel, so I'm gonna leave this white. But first I'm going to glue this part on top of this squirrel. And we're going, I was afraid this was gonna happen. Look what just happened. I lost the, oh gosh. Okay. Now I need to get a replacement. All right, so this is a way to stretch our supplies, our dies in this case. And all we have to do, just let me see the placement. Okay. So this will go on top like this. Okay. And it looks good. I don't know if you can see how it looks there. Yeah. I love it, honestly. Let me try to put my needle back to the glue, or it will get dry. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna place all the parts on top of the background, so I can see exactly where everything will go. So let's put the gnome here. I won't be adding glues right now because first I want to know the placement. And I think this is how I want it to be. Okay, good. So let's start by adding the word topper, okay? The Merry Christmas topper. Okay. And I'll be adding a little bit here and around the letters. They are very thin, but with the help of this glue, I can actually add glue to those very tiny and thin parts. Okay, so what about here? No, I think if we put it in here, it looks way better. Okay. And the reason why I wanted to put the word topper first is because I need to trim down the excess. Okay, you can move and put the letters in the correct placement if you need to. In this case, I'm not using a shadow or anything behind, so yeah, I think it's good. So let's trim down the excess. Okay. And I think we can even add the curve is now. Yes, let's add it right now. Okay, so let's add the glue. And I'm adding glue because that way I can move around if it's not in the correct placement. So, okay, it's fine. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. This is really, yeah, this is gonna be a really cute card. And honestly, those gnomes are super beautiful, super adorable. Oh, and by the way, thank you so much for all the kind and supportive comments that you are leaving across the all single class for this event each night or evening. And I guess if you would like to let us know what type of techniques you want to see here on this event, also what type of, maybe you want to see a specific product that you want us to play with and show you how it looks, or I don't know, anything you want to see on the next 7 in 7 event, please let us know in the comments below, and we'll make sure to use those products or those techniques. Also, I use this Lime Christmas Cream paper glitz, and I die cut some snowflakes. These are the winter snowflakes dies. They were released last year. So I'm just gonna add some on the back, something like this. And in this case, I'll be needing some foam tape. Good. Let me get my foam tape. Okay, so, oh, there's more. Okay, let's add some foam tape here in the back. Oh, I shouldn't add the foam tape so close to the side because let me see which one it is. Yeah. Okay. We'll manage to make it work. Okay. So let's take the backing paper out, and at the same time let's add a little bit of glue so the snow doesn't move around. The steel is gonna be trapped by the foam tape, but let's just add a little bit of glue. Okay, so there we have our snowflake, and there we go. So I'm thinking if you can add some sparkle paper glitz here on top of this die cut, it will be so beautiful. But this is an idea, so you can go and play around the way you want. And we're always so happy to give you ideas and inspiration, and we love to see what you are doing with Picket Fancy Studios products. Please don't forget to tag us whenever you share something. Isn't that cute? Okay. Yeah, let's add more glue to the back. Oh, by the way, I think I didn't mention, right? This is pattern paper. Pattern paper from Michael's. I got this last year actually, and it was a great time to use it. So let's add the hat. That was so cute. All right, and don't forget about the nose. Yes. All right, let's add a bit of glue here. Okay, and oh, I can see well. I'm sorry, I can't see well from here. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna be adding this on top, and we just need some glue. Okay, let's put it here. For this card, I won't be doing any stamping, only for this one, because today I wanted to focus on stenciling and die cutting more than anything. All right, so do you want me to add the antlers? What do you say? Or do you think it's too much? Do you want me to add it? Hi, Jennifer. Okay, so let's add it. So cute. Okay. And I cut this out of also pattern paper, but it has like, this is like a wooden design. So it's beautiful when you see it in person. Okay. There we go. So to give this card the final touch, here we have Iridescent Moonshine Sequin Mix. This one. This was just released here in September, and this is Winter Lady Embellishment Plus Mixes, and this is gorgeous. So I will be using, there are like light blue, these are not sequin but embellishments, but I'm gonna be using just a couple of them. And I'm also gonna be using those ones that look more bluish. They look gorgeous. And there's another one who's also kind of blue, but a small one. So, oh. All right, let's get one more for this, for here. And there's another small one here. Okay. Where's my blue? All right. So for these small ones that are like gems, but I mean, no, they look like diamonds actually, but light blue. So you need to add a little bit of pressure for just a few seconds, so you're sure that it's really adhered. Oops. They're just gorgeous, and I'm glad the color matches the color combination for this card. Okay. Okay. And our first card, it's ready. Isn't it beautiful? It was fast. I mean, there was a lot of die cutting, even though you didn't watch me die cutting. But die cutting, it's really fast. It's really easy. And the stenciling was probably, no, I guess the Merry Christmas, waiting for the paper glitch to dry is probably the only thing that takes like 20 minutes here on this card. But after that, while you're waiting for the paper glitch to dry, you can die cut all the other pieces, and it will be just in time when the paper glaze is dry. Sorry, the paper glitch. I love it. Okay, so let's go to card number 2. So let's take this out of here. And now I can say that I've lost the needle for my glue. So I'm gonna have to do some things because I don't want it to get dry. And let's start. Where is it? Okay, here I have my panel that I will be working with. Again, this is the same die set that I'll be using for this card too. Plus this is called a winter zim stencil. This is the 6x6. And this we'll be making a tracing here using this stencil. Okay, can you see well? Okay, so let's put it in place. Okay, let's do it like a little bit to the side. Okay. All right. We actually don't even need pixie spray for this stencil, even though I added a bit. Okay. So here we have the negative parts of this stencil, and I will be adding some of them so I don't get ink in places where I don't want. Also, we'll be covering, I guess not here. Yes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is where I'm going to start stenciling, so I need to take it away, but I'll be using it then. So let's cover this part and okay. Here's my, no, this way. Oh no. There you go. And for this, we'll be using this color, Distress Oxide in Shabby Shadows, Mowed Lawn, and Rustic Wilderness. And we'll be starting with the lightest color. And this is going to be in places like highlighting the tree the pine, because this is a pine tree, right? Okay, so this is all I'll be doing with this color for now. Let's jump to the middle, to the medium one. So it would be mauve lawn. Let's change to a different brush, because it's going to be a darker green. And we'll be adding this as a shadow, and like at the same time blending a little bit with the lightest color. So let's add a little bit more. So this is basically going to create like a little bit more of dimension, because it will give this tree that it's on the back a little bit more, yeah, dimension. Okay, let's blend these colors a little bit here, and always be careful. I like to clean sometimes a little bit around the stencil, because otherwise you can cross-contaminate. You can pass the color to your brush, and that happened to me. That happened here to me. This was supposed to be lighter, but I forgot to clean a little bit my stencil. So I'm telling you so you don't make the same mistake that I did. And again here, adding more of the darkest color. Oh no, sorry, it's not color. This is the, yeah, well, it's a color, but it's the ink. And let's go to the lightest again. Just a little bit of colors, and let's do the blending. All right, now let's go to the next tree that is on the back. And again, well, for this one we have really not too much space to add the lighter color, but still we're gonna add at the top and a little bit at the edge. Those negative pieces are really helpful, and it was so clever that Nicole asked for them to be included on the set, because otherwise it would be kind of hard for me to do this. But now it's very easy. So let's add the medium color of the ink now, and let's try to blend it a little bit with the lighter one. Okay, let's add just a little bit more. And now let's go with the darkest color, which is rustic wilderness. Oh, that was harsh. Okay, so again, adding just on some places to create more depth, or dimension. I don't know why I'm not being able to pronounce correctly tonight. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go with the lighter one. And I think we're done with this part. But now let's cover those trees on the back. And let's start working on the big tree in the middle. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe up a little bit the ink so I don't get it in places where I want my lightest color to go. So we're gonna start with the lightest here, all around the edges of this pine tree. And it's really simple, but gosh, I haven't been doing so much of stenciling lately, and today when I was practicing my card, it was so relaxing. It was really relaxing. So as you can see, I'm adding more of this color just around the edges, only a tiny bit in the center part of the tree. And now I'm going back to the mauve lawn. That's also a hard word for me. So I'll be adding this color like in the middle of the tree, also at the bottom, trying to blend a little bit with the lighter color. And I like this color of green. I really like it. Okay, so let's. All right, we'll be going back to blend a little bit more. Then, and now let's add the darker one only at the bottom. Yeah, only at the bottom. You can see that is really simple, very easy, and very relaxing. Okay, I'm getting some of the excess here, and I'm going back with a little bit of the mauve lawn. And we're done with this color. So my final touch for this pine is the Shabby Shadows color. Okay, so we're good now. Let's put away all the inks and the brushes. Okay, so I'm hoping my stencil didn't. Oh, good, because I was a little worried that the pixie spray would get stuck to my cardstock, but no. Okay, let me. And this is how it looks. You can see now how easy it is to do some shading with those negative parts of this stencil. I love it. And you see how easy that was. And you can obviously get the whole, if you do this, if you do landscaping, you can have the whole trees fit on an A2 card panel. Okay, so now we're gonna be adding the, look here, I did the same with the Merry Christmas or topper, but this time I used the Line Christmas green paper glaze, which is gorgeous. Look at this color. You already know how these paper glitz work because we've been using a lot last month. And well, again, what I did here is just I applied the paper glitz on a piece of cardstock using a spatula. I let it dry, and then I used my Merry Christmas word topper die, and I cut it. And this is all I did. But now, let me see the placement first, because I will be doing a little bit of a stamping here on this card. And let me show you which color we'll be using for the gnome. It's gonna be red, because I want to have some contrast. And as you know, I did the same. I just ink around the edges of the bird, and that's all I did. And because I love so much this background, I won't be covering it too much. I didn't want to add anything behind the gnome, because I wanted the trees to show. So, but I'll be stamping the Joy to You from the Winter Has Come to Town stamp set that was released this month. And let me see. Okay, we can put it in more here. I just need to know the placement. Okay. Also, I'll be showing you. Oh, I don't have my paper. No, let me get it so you can all see which one it is. It's just right here. So to die cut those snowflakes, I use the True Christmas Red, which is this one that it's gorgeous. And just to give it more of a contrast, I use here red. In the other one, I use the green one. Okay, so now I just want to make sure I have the correct placement, because I want to know where my stamp will go. Okay, so let's bring my Mini Misty, and let's get this piece of paper out of here. Mini Misty is here. And let's see. So there will be my word topper here. And let's get the Joy to You. So let's put it in here. And I always recommend letting the Distress Oxide ink to dry a little bit after you're stenciling, because that ink takes a little bit longer to dry. So in this case, I hope we get a good dark stamping. Okay, so let's get everything out of here, because I don't want black ink around my dies. So making cards with this set of the gnomes, it's really easy, really easy, and I would like to see all your samples or your card inspiration over the community group, because you just die cut out of pattern paper, or you can even add some ink using a brush. One of these brushes, the small ones, will work just like I did with exactly the way that I did with this. So you can do the same with all the pieces. All right, where's my ink? Here's my black hybrid ink pad from Picket Studios. And remember that this ink is great for copy coloring. Okay. All right, so let's add some pressure here, not so much. not so much, but we'll be stamping again. Yeah, you see, that's what happens when the ink is not dry. So I always recommend letting the ink dry first before you stamp your sentiment, because it's gonna look exactly this way. But because we're doing this live, we're gonna stamp again and do our best here. But you know, you gotta let it dry, and you can even use a heat tool to speed up the process of drying. But I don't like to do it that, because the distress oxide intend to change colors when you add heat. So I rather leave it dry on its own. But now we don't have time, and let's do it one more time, okay? Just one more time. Okay. All right. It's not bad. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, so now we have our background. We're going to be adding the Christmas, the Merry Christmas word topper diode. Where's my, oh, I just found my needle, the needle that comes with my glue. So let's add glue to the back and also to the back of the letters, not too much. And if you want to add some shadow, you can just add a second piece of this word dye. But in this case, since my background is white, I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so it's in place, and now let's get rid of the excess by trimming down. Oh wait, let me see if this is in the correct placement. Okay. Okay, now it is. Okay, good. Again, I always forget to watch the comments. I'm sorry. I always get so concentrated when I'm making a card that I forget to watch the comments. So here I'm just gonna move a little bit the letters, and yeah, they're fine. It's just that they need a little bit more help here and there, but it's fine. All right, now let's add here the background. So let's add some glue in the back. Okay, so let's get, now let's put this in place. Okay. Okay, let me do something here. Okay. Let me adhere that panel well to the card base. Okay, good. So we have our panel already adhered to our background, to the card base. And let's do the rest. Let's put all the numb together. Let me see here. Let me see, we're gonna add the This can go there. All right, and this can go there. Let me see if we can change placement here. It's too much on the top. Okay. What we're gonna be doing here is the following. I'll be adding some glue at the back of this piece, attaching it to the what is supposed to be the body of the gnome. And now I'll be adding the hat. Let's add the hat. All right, just a little bit because I'll be using foam tape, and you'll see why. So here's the gnome, the hat of the gnome. Okay. Let's add the little nose. Let's do it here. Okay. The nose gives so much life to this gnome. It's like it totally changed the whole thing. It's looks completed with the nose. I do have some antlers. Oh yeah, looks cute. Okay, let me see. Let me see if it's too much or not. Yeah, I think it's gonna be too much for this one. I don't want it to interrupt my sentiment. Okay, so here I'll be adding some foam tape, and the only reason is because I want the snowflakes behind. Okay, let's get the paper backing out of it. Oh, there's also add some glue to the snowflake die cut. Okay, that's enough. And let's see. Okay, I like it in there. And I like it in there. Yay! So let's, what about we put it in here? Yes, I like it better there. All right. Good. And we're also gonna be adding some snow. Sorry, yes, some snowflakes from this. This is called snowy season. Okay, let's see. Let's add some snowflakes. I love these snowflakes. I have used them in almost all of my Christmas cards so far. Oh. So how many I have here? Okay, let's add one more. All right, so let's put this in like here. And I also want to add some maybe red. Let's see how it looks. One here. One over there. This is the fun part for me, adding the snowflakes. It's so relaxing. Where's the other one? Oh, no, not there. What about there? Oh, that's okay. All right. Yes, I'm happy with that placement. And you can see how much life those sequins and embellishments brought to the cart. It's amazing. And Nicole, she does the best mixes, honestly. She adds so many different beautiful sequins and embellishment and clays that you have everything for every single card you want. Okay, so this is very, very easy. Please let me know in the comments what do you think of this card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's put it in here. Let me see also put in the comments. Don't forget to put in the comments which techniques you would like to see here at the 77 event. Also, which products you want us to play with. And this is the final result. What do you think? Do you like it? How big are each of those snowflakes? Oh, let me see. Let's see. Let's take a look. Just a second. I don't remember well, but okay. Let's see. Okay. It's probably. How do you? Just a second. How do you measure it? Okay, so it has to be here. It's probably an inch. Yes, is yeah, an inch and a half. Yes, an inch and a half, and the other one, yeah, almost, yeah, an inch and a half. And the big one, because we have one that it's a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's a little bit larger than an inch and a half. Yes, but there you go. I believe you can find the size the exact size of each snowflake the Picket Fence Studio website, where you can find this die set. And here we have both cards finished. I'm so happy that I was able to finish both of them in 1 hour. But it was so fun. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by and joining this 7 in 7 event. I hope you really enjoy it and give it a try. Give this cards a try, because we'd really like to see what you are creating. And don't forget, tomorrow we have Daniel here. He will be having a fun time with us. And I'll be announcing the 7 winners on Tuesday. Yes, so don't forget to leave your comments. So thank you so much for being here with me. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And I wish you a wonderful weekend too. So thank you so much for all the birthday wishes that I received yesterday and today. You are awesome people. Thank you so much. And oh yeah, please be sure to check out our YouTube channel. We have tons of inspiration, lots of great videos. So you really need to go and check it out, and please subscribe. Also let us know if you have any questions for anything that you are for any card, for any video, because we'll be so happy to answer everything you ask. So thank you so much, and see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. Bye bye.